and welcome to the latest in RSM's UK to Global series. This is for middle market business leaders looking to expand globally and to provide insight for them. Today we are talking about expanding into the Netherlands, and I'm delighted to be joined by my colleague from RSM Netherlands, Melle van der Stoel. I am Ryan Broomfield. I'm a partner in the London International team, and I also lead the UK firm's UK Netherlands desk. Melle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Great to be here. My name is Melle van der Stoel, and I'm a tax director at RSM Netherlands, working from the Hoofddorp office. I lead the UK Netherlands desk from a Dutch side and work with Ryan to ensure we find the best team for any job that requires Netherlands input. And I also work on guiding Dutch companies that are expanding to the UK. Of course, we work together on the many UK companies that have set up in the Netherlands post-Brexit. I'm a tax consultant by trade, and I've been working in international tax for about 17 years.
Thank you, Melle. Today we're talking about expanding into the Netherlands, but I think, Melle, it'd be useful if you could just give a bit of context to how important the Dutch economy is to Europe and globally, along with the relationship with the UK.
Yeah, the Dutch economy has been an open one for centuries. We are one of a big trade nations, and the UK is one of our biggest trade partners. So I think we're number 4 in importing to the UK, as well as the number 4 export location for the UK. And the Netherlands economy as a whole is currently doing very well. We have rebounded pretty well from the COVID era and working with nice growth numbers. Of course, the war in Ukraine is a big unknown, and that could influence economies around the world. But our unemployment rates are very low. Just last week we heard that bankruptcies were at an all-time low. So for now we're doing quite well.
That's really excellent to hear, and mirrors to some extent the UK economy. A lot of growth has come out of the last few years. Given the Brexit scenario, where in particular have you seen the growth coming in the Dutch economy? Are there any particular sectors that have really picked up in that time?
Well, the most obvious one, Ryan, is the logistics sector. Distribution centers and Dutch warehouses have been very popular since Brexit. So we've seen a strong uptick in building of new warehouses or renting out of new warehouses. And the Dutch logistics sector has been very successful in attracting that UK business, also due to its geographical location, of course, and the facilities we have to mitigate the cash flow impact upon importation. The Netherlands does offer a one-stop shop solution to service the entire EU market, and that has been quite successful. In addition, we've seen global developments resulting in onshoring of supply chains due to the scarcity of offshore goods. Strict COVID measures in China play a role, and that disruptions that have caused the supply chains of companies to different models. And the Dutch infrastructure is very strong for manufacturing and tech companies as well. So we of course have all the Dutch companies like ASML and Philips, but also fintech that has been pretty successful. So I think logistics one, but also looking at financial services and tech companies as big growth areas in recent years.
Thank you, Melle. I mean, apart from the attractive social interactions of going to the Netherlands and enjoying some good Dutch beer, if businesses are starting to think about expanding into Amsterdam, for example, and joining the communities that have sprung up there for some of the sectors you've already mentioned, what are the key aspects that such businesses need to be thinking about if they're going to start expanding and moving talent across the North Sea?
Well, there are a couple of important areas there. We have a highly skilled workforce, and 90% of them has English as a second language. So that already enables a lot of international companies to work well within the Netherlands and have the right workforce here. If you bring workforce over for highly skilled individuals, you have a specific tax arrangement in place, leading to a beneficial tax position for the employers and the employees. But also I have to think about tax registrations and personal registrations as well, working permits. These are the main areas of additional assistance you need when setting up in the Netherlands.
Yes, certainly you don't want any surprises which will impact your team members who are obviously key to many businesses. So that's fantastic to hear. Thank you. Final question. If there were 3 things that you would recommend for any business to think about before expanding into the Netherlands for the future, what would they be?
Well, currently, I think what we see a lot of development in discussion on is ESG, is an area of increased focus. That's a wide-ranging topic implicating to or impacting any business. It's in across the entire EU. Also, the UK is focused on that one. What we call substance, that may be a bit of a tech term, so that may be my background talking. But what are you going to do, and for what reason are you doing it, and at what location? So tech should follow business is our motive, of course. So looking at where are your operations going to be, and then looking maybe at the right people. I think the people angle, as we already discussed a little bit earlier, is important. So where can you find the right people? Unemployment is low in a lot of countries, so looking at the right location, also whether that people function can help grow your R&D function, your innovation is going to be key the next years.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, to those points, ESG and substance, I mean, I think that just illustrates that any business looking to expand internationally needs to be aware of their responsibilities from an ESG perspective, in terms of the different stakeholders that could have a say in that. But equally, more importantly, making a decision to expand commercially is always going to be the key driver to be successful. Melle, thank you very much for your time today. I think the message to take away is that the Netherlands is open to business. It is a key partner to the UK. We do a lot of business together, and it's a great opportunity for businesses to jump off into Europe and expand. Thank you for your attention. You've been watching RSM's UK to Global series. Look out for future videos. Thank you for watching.